How you guys doing today? It's been a while since I posted the last video, but today we're gonna talk about a special car that I bought about 4 months ago. It's a short story long. You know, you guys knew about the 2014 Ford Focus. Unfortunately, me and the Focus we had a um, departure, take apart. He went to live a better life, and I live in the happiest life ever in my entire time. But today we're gonna be talking about these beautiful, well, not too beautiful, but these Toyota Camry 1998 2.2 liter uh, SE is the automatic one with a four-cylinder on it. I bought this car about not 4 months ago, about 5 months ago. I bought it with 216 and 742, I think, miles on it. Right now, this car barely hit the 225,000 with 42 miles on it, which is pretty good for a 1998 Toyota Camry. I bought this car uh on unseen. I just went. The guy said, honest price. I said, I have $1,000 for you. He said, okay, come over to my house. I went over, picked it up, turned it on, and that was it. I didn't test drive the car. I didn't do anything to it because he did assure that the car was running pretty good, which it has been for the past 5 months. Uh, it's not as its best condition ever. Obviously, it's the leather interior. Uh, Obviously, the two front seats are torn apart, but those are replaceable. I'm not worried about the seats, anything. The body itself has pretty much significant dents, and now I'm not saying damages, but it's just more like dents from being hit. It's not like frame damage and all of that. But the body is pretty much almost like 80% straight. Um, the car itself has been pretty solid to me, for the past 5 months. I just did the oil change today. I exactly at 225,000 miles. I mean, when I first got the car, I'll tell you the truth. It was this car has only been one time owner since 1998. So uh the old dude who owned it, he just couldn't drive the car no more, and he retired from work. So he was driving from Lace current city, which is San Jacinto, California, to LA. So it's about maybe an hour or so commute every day back and forth. Uh, I guess it got to the point where he was no longer able to drive that far. So his vision plus age plus health conditions and all that stuff in the road. So he was forced to retire, and then he passed on the car to his nephew. Nephew never took care of the car because I'll tell right away, it needs a lot of work. Regardless of the age and everything, how the car runs perfectly fine, it still needs a lot of work. I mean, when I first obtained the car in September, it was I mean, it was running. I'll tell you the truth. It was running. It was running pretty good. I mean, I was surprised this car even still alive at 260,000 miles. I was like 16, not 60. And I'm surprised it still ran good. It needed work. I gotta be honest. It needed work. Severe work. This car was screaming for, like, I don't know, to be resuscitated again. So as a good person, as a good new owner, I spent maybe $220. I put brand new spark plugs, brand new wires. I did a new thermostat too, because the old one was already old. Not rusted, but it was crusty. It was stuck in on me. Sometimes it wouldn't open. Another thing, I put a new battery. I took the new battery from my Ford Focus ST, the 2014, that is no longer with us no more. That's why I haven't able to put no more video because I have no other car to work on. But I'm gonna start putting videos on this car specifically on this 1998 Toyota Camry. Maybe I might be able to do another video so you guys could see the body of the car, how it looks and everything, the engine, all the stuff, so you guys could get an idea how it looks and everything. But it's nothing like this car is no, it's not special. What is special about it is a Toyota. It's guaranteed to run regardless. Going back to the spark plugs. So yeah, I went to O'Reilly's, got a good set of spark plugs for like the whole entire set with the cables and the spark plug. It was like 120 plus other little things that I put on the car like the thermostat and then the battery. I did a lot of things. I had to change all the tail light bulbs because they were all out. Well, they were not all out. They still worked. It was just they were dim. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they were not bright enough no more. They were dim, like dark yellow dim. Like it wasn't good. So for my safety and the safety of others, so I changed the whole entire tail light bulbs, the brake lights, everything. I changed all the lights. The front lights were fixed. I mean, they look much better. Back in the days, it was it was bad. It was, oh man, it was horrible. They look better now. Uh, so I changed that. I did some other works. I just put three set of tires. I had three, pretty much. I have a brand new tire in the front, brand new, one brand new tire, and I have two semi new tires with maybe when I first got them, like maybe a month ago, they only had like about 85% life, so pretty much semi new. I still gotta change the front passenger side tire, which I'm already doing next week. So pretty much it will be set with the tires. I will be putting more work on it. But this car says 1998. Look at this. No lights on the speedometer. No check engine light. No nothing. This one is just the brake, the e-brake, but that's it. Nothing else in that. I'm surprised. Everything since 1998 is factory, including the alternator, the starter, the radiator. Everything is still factory since 1998. This is how you knew. This is how you know it's one time owner. I mean, this car was only being used for daily driver to go home and work, work to home, home to work. This thing only has highway miles. I'm telling you, when I first drove it, I was so surprised. Like this car ran really, really good. Obviously, when I first got it, like the first 2 weeks, I was kind of like skeptical about it because I was like, what if I just bought something that is not good and I'm stuck with it now? That was my first doubts, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna pay more work or more attention and put more work in this car. Maybe it's something that I bet is actually good, but it looks bad on the outside, but it's good on the inside. So it turned out to be good for me. Where I currently live, San Jacinto, California, I travel at least 50 minutes. It's a commute 50 minutes from my house to work. So I drive from San Jacinto, California to Ontario, California, back and forth every day. So it's a 50-minute drive in about 2 hours, maybe top hour and 45 minutes back from Ontario to San Jacinto. So, it's my daily driver plus it's my personal car to drive around. I have put a little bit of work on the body here and there. This will spray paint work on the front bumper. But that will be in a second video. Maybe tomorrow, some other day, I'll do another video so you guys can see how it looks. It's not the best car. It's not a latest technology car. But I'll tell you this. Anybody who doesn't have a car or who wishes to have a car like this one, trust me, I have got a lot of offers. Like intensive offers. Like to the point where I'm pumping gas and guys will come up and be like, hey, nice car, man. Are you selling the car right now, or are you just planning to, sell it in the future? I'll be like, no, I just barely got it. I tell them the truth. I just barely got it. This is my daily driver. I need it to go to work. Obviously, the car needs to be worked on more. A lot of things, But yeah, I just wanted to put a little short video. It's nighttime. I shouldn't done this in the nighttime, but I just wanted to make a quick video for you guys so you guys could see, you know, I have a new car. Yeah, the Ford Focus died. Transmission went out on me. On April last year, I spent over $3,000 on fixing the transmission itself. It was a dual clutch, very, very stressful transmission to work on. Intensive work on it. And it only lasted me a couple of months. Like maybe towards, I don't know, was it July, August, somewhere there? It blew up on me again. On my way over here home from work to home, it overheated. Transmission was smoking. None of the gears were working. So I just stressed out to the max in that car. I'm still recovering from all the stress, to be honest. That car was a horrible investment I did. And it's a shame on Ford because they knew this transmission, the dual clutch transmission, were not good, but they were still selling a lie to the customers and letting them know a couple of months later, hey, you have a recall in the transmission, but it would take a year or so to fix it if it ever breaks down. And if you do decide to fix it, it will be like over $4,000 on parts and labor just to get your car running. That was the only reason I decided to fix the Ford Focus transmission myself, because when I went to the dealer, couple of dealers, well, actually 4 dealers rejected me all at once, even though they knew about the recall. They knew they had to fix my car for free. They have to replace my transmission, all charge for free, and they still charged me over $4,000. Went to the point where I said, you know what, I gotta buy myself the transmission rebuild kit with the new clutch and everything. I'm gonna do it myself. I called a good mechanic, and the mechanic said, we'll do it. I just charged you this price, and that was it. But I literally spent over $3,000 on this transmission, which to this day I regret. You know. So right now I'm away to buy something to eat. I got hungry. Give you a little test drive, so you guys can see how this car runs. It's pretty good. I'm surprised this car actually runs pretty good. As you can see, I'm in reverse. Let's go. Just small car, nothing special. I currently live in an apartment complex, so it's kind of hard to see. They don't really have a lot of lighting, and if they do, it's only in certain areas. Look at how quiet. This car is so quiet. Like the engine itself is so quiet. I'm actually working to buy a lot of parts on it. I have a whole list. Uh, um, some of these parts I already purchased. I just don't have the time because of work, but I'm already doing the time and the space for it to fix this car. Obviously, the whole suspension will be overhauled. All of it. I'm clear everything in the suspension. Control arms, everything, you name it. Bushings, everything's gonna be replaced. The brakes, the discs. The front discs are, disc, and the ones in the back are drums. Um, Later after that, it's gonna be the timing belt kit, and after that, it's just like regular work. The radiator, the hoses, stuff like that. Serpentine belt, nothing major, just to make sure the car runs good. This guy decided to come straight because he sees me coming too. Wow, I hate drivers like that. I just hate them. No business doing what he did. So yeah, man, I'm literally on my way to buy something to eat. Test drive. Oh, that tipo's too big. Ooh. Now we're going. Look at that. Shifts perfectly fine. Drives perfectly fine. No issues at all. I'm not even complaining about this car. This car runs even better than a Ford. I mean, no disrespect, but it's the truth. You can't deny that. I'm just putting out there. Sorry, guys. Sorry, Ford people. Even though I was a Ford owner. But yeah. Anyways, let's continue driving around the streets. Gonna go get something to eat. And then, I mean, literally, if I step on it, it responds. Like, I'm not even lying. Look at that. No problems at all about shiftings. And another thing, I am doing the transmission tune-up on it too. Like I said, this car was only used for daily commuting from, you know, current city to LA, California. And other than that, this car ran perfectly fine. We go this way. Taking a little shortcut. I don't know, and the video might look dark, but it actually lights up really well. Just like no check engine lights. A lot of people tell me not to replace those oxygen sensors. It's after I do the smog and pass all the stuff. Just change the oxygen sensors because the car's still sitting in the old system. So if I replace the oxygen sensors right now, the new ones with the new oxygen sensor, it might have a reaction to it. So I try not to have a reaction to it. So I gotta wait on those like oxygen sensors before after I do the smog and all that stuff on the car. It's I mean this car is I mean I'll be judged. I'm not gonna lie to you. People tell me why you have a crappy car, why you have that old car, but they don't know like I actually have a gem. Like not anybody could get a gem like this. To be honest, and for $1,000, man, I got it for like pretty much. You can't beat that. You can't beat those $1,000. I literally in my first check, I got my money back. Like the $1,000 I invested on this car, I already got it back 5 months ago. I'm not even gonna lie. I was thinking I overspent money on this car when in reality it gave me more than I needed. And I'm grateful, I'm really grateful to this car because with this car I wouldn't be able to do nothing. The Ford the Ford Focus ST was just trashed. It wasn't it wasn't even able to take me just to the liquor store. That's how bad it was. Like as soon as I drove it, 15 minutes later, it was just stall out on me. And I was just getting frustrated for it because I was like, why it keeps doing this to me? And after, programming the clutch A and B, because a lot of people keep telling me it's the A and B and everything, it was just like the car after that, it was not the same no more. So I decided just to give up on it and just get rid of it. And that's what I did. Even though I didn't recover the money at all, but I'd rather have a huge loss than continue suffering myself with that. But with that, guys, the next video I'll do a daytime video so you guys can see the car looks from the outside during the daytime video. But I just want to do a quick video. This is a 1998 Toyota Camry with a 2.2 liter with 225,000 miles and still running since 1998. Thank you, guys.